I am registered and I plan on voting.
I just registered this year at Overstock.
I'm not registered to vote yet, and I don't really care to vote in this upcoming election.
Most of the time, I don't like either of the candidates, so...
No, I do not vote.
This year, I'm 99% positive I'll vote.
I will be voting.
Had I been American, yes, I would have voted, and yes, it counts.
Yeah, I think it matters.
As students, it's our duty, especially as citizens, to be able to give back to our community in ways like voting.
My vote could be the one that tips it over to the next person that's going to become president.
I don't really think that my vote's going to, make the next president.
Everybody says that one vote, your one vote counts, but I don't really know.
It counts, just infinitesimally.
As a Democrat in the state of Oklahoma, I really don't think my vote counts all that much.
And it's important that even if your political party doesn't reign over the state, that you give your opinion.
Basically, you're putting your voice out there, and your voice always counts.
I talk politics with my friends quite often, in fact.
The friends that I hang out with don't really talk about politics.
If it comes up, I'll talk about it.
I talk about it when it comes up. Usually involves ranting.
The people that I work with, we discuss it all the time.
We avoid it like the plague. With certain friends that I know are agreeable, I will speak about politics.
I'm not up to date on all of it, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, so I don't feel qualified to talk about it.
It kind of polarizes people's opinions.
The more I get into conversations about politics, the more biased I realize people are.
An argumentative situation like that, like politics or religion, I don't think that's necessary for friendship.
The political climate on Facebook is very diverse.
I am friends with the Young Democrats on Facebook.
I do have some very vocal friends.
There's nothing about it on Facebook.
I have friends on Facebook that are Americans, and they go back and forth.
Yeah, it's very heated. Everything is very political.
There's a little bit of debate about exactly how terrible certain Democrat people are.
I actually had to unfriend a few people because it made me uncomfortable with the comments that they were saying.
You could just hide it in the newsfeed, I found, and that works pretty well.
It's best to just, you can block the comment or whatever. So.
That's the freedom of speech, right?
So I just don't check my Facebook as much around this time of year.
I don't study the politics or all that, and so the only thing I'm getting is from the media.
Obviously, that's our only way to get information because I'm not going out to see them speak or anything.
Media have a big role to play with politics and what people think.
I try to not let the media affect my perception a whole lot, but I understand it possibly does.
The media doesn't portray an honest version of either candidate, nor ever has, in my opinion.
They're all geared towards a separate candidate, so they may try to sway your vote towards another candidate.
Nobody really for sure knows the truth about each candidate.
The media in that realm is very skewed towards sensationalism.
A lot of their coverage on politics do focus on a lot of the bad and don't focus on a lot of the good.
On TV, I prefer not to watch, especially Fox, because they are outrageous.
Depends on which channel you watch.
Everyone doesn't agree that it's always the right thing to do to, air out people's dirty laundry, but I think it's important for everyone to know everything about the candidates.
It's important to know where you're getting your information and knowing whether or not it's credible.
I try to find the most unbiased sources possible, but that's impossible. So
I check the facts of the candidates, and we find out what's true and what's not true, and it's for each individual to figure out for themselves.
I'm not entirely sure on who I'm going to be voting for. Yeah, I'm not a registered Democrat, so I'll go with Obama for this election.
I am not a strict Democrat in the sense that I will vote down the party line on the party platform on every issue.
I see myself as an independent.
I did think about maybe registering independent, but I feel like the Democratic Party is more reflective of my overall beliefs.
My views are definitely liberal.
Some of the stuff I agree with Romney, and then some of the stuff I agree with Obama, and then I disagree with both of them sometimes.
I like some things of what both parties do.
I'm a mixture of both, so I don't really go by either one.
The most pressing issue is obviously the economy. It is a big part of everyone's kind of agenda.
I have a great concern about the amount of income inequality in this country.
I just want to kind of get rid of this national debt they got going.
The economy.
I think the corporations, that whole debate.
The healthcare issue.
Nothing that I'm like just like, oh my god, this has to happen.
Healthcare.
I think the whole gay marriage thing.
But I think the most thing that affects me right now in my life is the issues over student loans.
College student looking for jobs in the job market, and that is really the most pressing issue.